For years, Tesla was the face of electric vehicles, sleek, fast, and futuristic. Elon Musk became a household name, and Tesla set the standard everyone else chased. But while the world watched Tesla, a quiet revolution was unfolding in Shenzhen, China. BYD, Build Your Dreams, was methodically building its own empire, mostly unnoticed in the West. Many dismissed BYD as just another Chinese manufacturer, but they were wrong. BYD's story isn't about overnight success or flashy headlines, it's about grit, patience, and a different strategy. While Tesla targeted luxury and innovation, BYD focused on accessibility and practicality. They built cars for the masses, not just the elite. Their mission: make electric mobility affordable and practical for everyone. By the end of 2023, BYD surpassed Tesla in global EV sales, especially when including plug-in hybrids. This wasn't a fluke, it was the result of decades of groundwork. BYD started as a battery factory, led by a visionary who believed in a different path. To understand BYD's rise, we need to look at the foundations they built while others chased headlines. This is the untold story of the real EV revolution. The world thought Tesla would always lead, but BYD quietly changed the game. How did an underdog become the world's top EV seller? It wasn't luck, it was strategy, execution, and relentless focus. The contrast between these two titans couldn't be clearer. Let's dive into how BYD built a revolution while everyone else was distracted. The real story of the EV era starts here. When BYD entered the car business in 2003, few took them seriously. They were a battery company, suddenly claiming they'd build cars. Most thought it was a joke. Their first vehicles were criticized for bland design and low quality. Investors doubted them, and even Warren Buffett hesitated before eventually backing them. Founder Wang Chuanfu's decision to buy a struggling automaker shocked his own supporters. The stock price dropped, and critics called BYD a low-cost imitator. But Wang wasn't trying to out-Tesla Tesla. He played a different game, building a foundation, not chasing headlines. BYD's early cars were functional, not flashy, but they kept moving forward. What critics missed was Wang's determination and focus on the long term. Every setback fueled his ambition. He knew the future of electric cars depended on the battery inside. While others mocked, BYD quietly became a world leader in battery technology. They didn't need to impress the press. They needed to master the fundamentals. BYD's journey was about resilience, not instant glory. Their strategy: build expertise, improve relentlessly, and wait for the world to catch up. The world saw a battery maker. Wang saw the future of mobility. BYD's real innovation was patience and persistence. That's how they turned skepticism into global success. Wang Chuanfu isn't a showman, he's a chemist, an engineer, and a pragmatist. Raised in poverty, orphaned young, he built BYD from scratch with borrowed money. His approach: break down complex problems, find simple, cost-effective solutions. Early on, he replaced expensive machines with organized human labor, slashing costs. This philosophy, reverse engineering and relentless optimization, became BYD's DNA. Wang is hands-on, deeply involved in every detail, always seeking improvements. He believes innovation is thousands of small steps, not one big leap. His vision controls the entire supply chain: batteries, motors, electronics, even seats. BYD makes almost everything in-house, giving them unmatched cost control and resilience. This vertical integration protected them from supply chain shocks and kept prices low. Wang's master plan builds strength from the ground up, not just assemble cars. While others focused on image, Wang built a fortress of capability. That's the foundation of BYD's rise. In 2020, the pandemic crippled the auto industry. Factories closed, supply chains broke. But BYD pivoted fast, retooling factories to make face masks at massive scale. They became the world's largest mass producer almost overnight. This wasn't just survival, it was smart business. BYD kept workers employed, factories running, and generated new revenue. Their vertical integration let them switch production lines instantly, without waiting for suppliers. While rivals struggled, BYD's self-reliance shone. The pandemic exposed global supply chain weaknesses. BYD's strength was clear. Profits from masks fueled R&D for their next EV breakthrough. When demand for cars returned, BYD was ready, stronger than ever. They didn't just survive the crisis, they used it as a launchpad. Their adaptability and control set them apart. While others paused, BYD pushed forward. The crisis proved the value of building on a solid foundation. BYD's resilience became their greatest asset. In chaos, they found opportunity. BYD's breakthrough wasn't a car, it was the Blade battery. This innovation solved a key EV fear: battery fires. Using lithium iron phosphate chemistry, the Blade battery was safer and more stable than competitors' designs. Its unique structure, long, thin blades, made the battery part of the car's frame, saving space and boosting range. In dramatic tests, the Blade battery resisted punctures and didn't catch fire, unlike rivals. BYD's message: "Our batteries are safer." This built trust with families and mainstream buyers. Combined with their focus on plug-in hybrids, BYD offered practical solutions for real-world needs. Their PHEVs eased range anxiety, letting drivers go electric for daily commutes but use gas for long trips. While others chased pure EVs, BYD met customers where they were. This customer-first approach opened huge markets. BYD's innovation wasn't just technical, it was about understanding people's real concerns. Blade battery became a symbol of practical, reliable progress, safety, affordability, and flexibility. That's how BYD cut through the competition. They didn't just make better batteries, they made EVs make sense for everyone. The industry took notice. BYD's edge was now undeniable. Tesla built its brand on luxury and aspiration, cars for the few, not the many. BYD flipped the script, focusing on accessibility and affordability. Their goal: make EVs for everyday people, not just the elite. BYD's lineup ranges from compact hatchbacks to family SUVs, all priced to compete with gasoline cars. In China, models like the Seagull and Dolphin made electric cars a smart economic choice. BYD's control of the supply chain let them offer unbeatable prices. Lower prices drove higher sales, creating a cycle of growth and scale. While Tesla built a brand, BYD built a market. The real EV revolution happens when millions can afford to switch. BYD's strategy: democratize electric mobility, not just make it a status symbol. They understood that change starts with the masses, not the luxury showrooms. BYD's approach made EVs mainstream, not niche. Their success proved that accessibility beats exclusivity. The future of mobility belongs to those who build for everyone. BYD made that future real. The first big lesson: build a solid foundation before reaching for the sky. BYD mastered batteries before making cars, giving them a strategic edge. They weren't dependent on outside suppliers for the most critical component. Legacy automakers are now scrambling to catch up years behind. BYD's patience and preparation paid off. Wang Chuanfu resisted pressure to abandon his vision, building on proven success. Mastering the fundamentals made their later moves powerful and sustainable. Many companies fail by chasing quick wins without a solid base. BYD's story is about building strength before expansion. They teach us: become the best at one thing, then leverage that strength. Build your house on rock, not sand. That's how you weather any storm. BYD's foundation made them unstoppable. Their rise wasn't luck, it was careful, calculated growth. The lesson: start strong, then scale. The next lesson: simple, practical innovation beats complex fantasies. While Tesla chased self-driving dreams, BYD focused on safer, cheaper batteries. The Blade battery wasn't flashy tech, it was smart engineering solving real problems. BYD's plug-in hybrids met customers' needs, not industry ideals. Sometimes compromise is the perfect solution. Wang's early days replacing robots with people showed that low-tech can be genius. Results matter more than methods. BYD's incremental improvements revolutionized the industry. The takeaway: don't overlook simple solutions in pursuit of the next big thing. Stay grounded, solve real problems, and success will follow. Simple genius wins. The final lesson is about resilience, turning doubt into fuel. BYD was mocked, doubted, and dismissed, even by Elon Musk. But Wang Chuanfu and his team used criticism as motivation. They worked quietly, building strength while others laughed. Being underestimated gave them freedom to focus and grow. BYD's underdog status became their shield. By the time the world noticed, BYD had already won the race. The laughter faded, replaced by stunned silence. The lesson: don't let others define your reality. Believe in your vision, even if you're the only one who sees it. Use doubt as a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Success is rarely a straight line. It's built on persistence. BYD's story proves that the underestimated can change the world. Let them laugh, then prove them wrong. That's how revolutions are made.